Hello fellow compounders, welcome back. Today I'll show you how to accumulate your first $100,000. As Charlie Munger, legendary investor and vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, pointed out, this first phase is the most challenging, but it's also the most crucial. It's not just about gathering wealth, it's about establishing the habits and discipline that set the foundation for all your financial successes. This video is for educational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. I am not your financial advisor and you are responsible for your own financial decisions. Start by scrutinizing your budget. This is your financial blueprint. How much are you earning? And where is every dollar spent? Identifying the gap between the income and expenses is crucial. It's in the gap where your saving potential lies. Examine your spending. What's essential and what can you live without? Those small daily purchases, like a fancy coffee or a streaming services you rarely use, can add up. Cutting these out can significantly boost your savings rate. Enhancing your income is equally important. Side hustles, from freelance digital work to weekend tutoring, can supplement your income. Also, don't overlook opportunities for career advancement or additional qualifications that could lead to a higher salary. Where to keep your savings? Consider high-yield savings accounts or short-term investment options that offer better returns than traditional savings accounts. It's crucial that your money isn't just sitting idle. It should be working for you. Currently, you should be getting at least 4% interest on your savings. If you're not earning that rate, then shop around for an online bank, and I'm sure you'll find one that offers a high interest savings account. Just make sure that it's FDIC insured. By the way, my savings account in M1 Finance is currently earning 5%. Next, set up automatic savings. It's an effortless way to ensure you're consistently building your wealth. With each paycheck, a portion automatically goes into your savings account, helping you grow your wealth steadily and surely. And once you have 3 to 6 months of living expenses in your savings account, you can divert the automatic savings funds into investing in the S&P 500. Remember, the first 100,000 is your financial boot camp. It's tough, but it's where you learn the most about personal finance and discipline. Stick with it, and you'll not only reach your $100,000 goal, but you'll also set a strong foundation for future financial growth. Now that you're on your way to saving $100,000, let's talk investment strategy with wisdom from one of the greatest investors of all time, Warren Buffett. He famously recommends that for most people, the best way to invest is in a low-cost S&P 500 index fund. The S&P 500 index represents 500 of the largest US companies, reflecting the American economy's health. Investing in the index means that you're investing or you're owning a broad swath of American business, from technology giants like Apple to industrial leaders like Tesla. Buffett put his belief in the S&P 500 to test with a famous bet he did in 2008. He wagered $1 million that over 10 years, a low-cost S&P 500 index fund would outperform a selection of hedge funds. And he won. The index funds he used specifically was the Vanguard's low-cost S&P 500 fund. It significantly outperformed the hedge funds. Over the 10 years, from 2008 to 2017, the S&P 500 index fund had an average annual return of 7.1% compared to the 2.2% average return of the hedge funds he was competing against. The bet wasn't just about winning or losing. It demonstrated the power of simple, low-cost index fund investing. It showed that most investors, keeping it simple and cost-effective, often leads to better results than trying to beat the market with complex and expensive strategies. Buffett's approach is about long-term growth, not chasing quick wins. Now let's dive into how you can start investing in the S&P 500. You could use any broker that allows fractional share trading and automatic investing. For me, M1 Finance emerges as an ideal platform for this, offering ease of use and flexibility for both novice and experienced investors. Setting up your investment journey with M1 Finance is simple. Start by creating an account. M1 guides you through the process that helps you outline your investment goals and risk tolerance, ensuring your investments align with your financial aspirations. Once your account is set up, it's time to choose your investment. M1 Finance offers access to various S&P 500 index funds, or ETFs, like SPY, IVV, VOO, or SPLG. I did a video about them right here. These funds track the performance of the S&P 500, offering you a share in the success of America's largest companies. In my case, I use Vanguard's S&P 500 ETF, ticker VOO. The beauty of M1 Finance lies in its automation. You can set up regular investments, whether weekly, monthly, or quarterly. This aligns perfectly with the dollar cost averaging strategy, reducing the impact of market volatility and emphasizing long-term growth. M1 Finance not only simplifies your investment process, but it also offers features like automatic rebalancing. This keeps your portfolio in line with your goals. The platform's user-friendly interface and customizable pies make managing your investments both efficient and personalized. I'll leave a link to M1 Finance in the description below. If you sign up through the link, you could receive a bonus, and the channel could also. This will help support the channel. M1 Finance is a powerful tool for harnessing the potential of the S&P 500 index funds, and it takes the guesswork out of investing, allowing you to focus on consistent growth. Next, let's explore the specific benefits of why we should be investing in the S&P 500. As I said earlier, the S&P 500 isn't just any index. It's a reflection of the US economy's heart and strength, encompassing some of the largest and most successful companies in the United States. In short, through the index, you will be an owner of the 500 largest companies in the US. One of the key benefits of investing in the S&P 500 is diversification. By holding a piece of 500 different companies, you are spreading out your risk. This diversification provides a more stable investment experience, and you're not reliant on the success of a single company. The top 10 holdings of the S&P 500 are Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, Nvidia, Meta Platforms, Berkshire Hathaway, Tesla, United Health Group, and ExxonMobil. Historically, the S&P 500 has shown robust growth over the long term. As of September 2023, VOO, which is Vanguard's S&P 500 ETF, has had an average annual return of 11.86% over the past 10 years. While past performance isn't indicative of future results, this index has rebounded and grown through various economic cycles, highlighting its resilience and potential for growth. Another advantage is the low cost of investing in the S&P 500 index funds. These funds typically have lower expense ratios compared to actively managed funds, meaning more of your money stays invested and grows over time. VOO has an expense ratio of 0.03% or 3 basis points. This means that for every $100,000 invested in VOO, you are paying $30 in annual fees. Investing in the S&P 500 aligns perfectly with Warren Buffett's philosophy of long-term, value-driven investing. Remember, it's about playing the long game, focusing on steady growth rather than chasing short-term gains. So there you have it. Investing in the S&P 500 offers diversification, stability, growth potential, and low cost. It's a strategy endorsed by Warren Buffett, and it's accessible to everyone. The financial path to financial freedom starts with a single step, and investing in the S&P 500 could be that smart step for you. Remember to always be compounding. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.